Can everybody hear me? Yeah, Tim, that's what we're here for right there. Appreciate you dropping that link. Here's my StreamYard link. Somebody wants to come on in here and let's see. Computer's kind of slow. Hold on just a second. Let me turn the volume off here. Hello, Zach. Let's see. There we go. Hold on just a second. My computer's kind of acting funny tonight. Yeah, Bama 5.0 lives about 2.5 hours south of us. And this morning he got hit real bad with a tornado and wiped out everything. His house, his shop, his Fox Body Mustang. They have nothing. They didn't have no kind of insurance whatsoever. I figured I would do a live and see if we can't collect some funds for him. It's bad. It's sad. My wife stood up last night, said the wind got real bad. I went on the bed last night and she stood up most of the last night and said the winds got real bad. Thank God we didn't have no damage. Appreciate you dropping that link, Tim. I was gonna do a video but I didn't have time to put it all together. So I figured I'd just go live tonight and see if we can help them out a little bit. A lot of us knows him. He comes in our lives on here, and I've been going in theirs for the last, I guess, about a year. And it was actually going to try to make it to No Name Nationals. A few of the guys there that runs the Mustangs, and that's how I met them in a live back last year. They're good people. Let's see if we can see what we can do. Yeah, when you lose everything, you don't have insurance to cover anything. It's definitely a hard road to travel. Me and my wife's been there, and it took us about 4 years to get back on our feet. And there's still stuff like my tools and stuff I lost and stuff like that. It's my specialty tools, stuff like that, I lost, but I can go down and rent them from the parts house. So, it's just stuff like that that's in your pictures and your keepsake stuff that's been passed down generation to generation. It's that stuff you can't replace. Yeah, Tim, it is. It's really hard to move forward, and when you lose everything, it's really sad. Really sad. It's you know a lot of us don't have insurance to cover everything. You know, all we got is content, but that's it. We don't have it on our house or anything, but it covers our content. It ain't very much, but at least you had something to start all over. But it's everything now so high that it's hard to get started. Little cousin Mike, old man in the shop. Yeah, it's sad. It's a sad situation. I know we had a storm here a couple weeks ago, and it got our little outside building. And last night the wind was, man, it was whipping it out there. It was really bad. Yeah, it was really really bad. Hold on a minute, y'all. You guys, yeah, it's supposed to up your way. Tim's supposed to be getting some snow up there. Yeah, they're talking about next week. We're supposed to get some ice and the white stuff. I think cousin Mike's been dancing for us to have white stuff. And that cousin Mike and Barrows, they fixing to be under the snow out there. They, I think, 8 to 10 inches on top of what they already got. Cousin Mike might have to get him a snowmobile and an Eskimo suit. I got the Bama's GoFundMe pinned at the top. If somebody wants to get in, let me know. I'll drop the link to chat. Yeah, that's the only bad thing about having rain for a couple of days, and then you get 50, 60, 80 mile an hour winds, 70 mile an hour winds. That's when the trees starts coming out of the ground. Yeah, we lost 3 years ago. We lost 2 cars on account of a tornado that come, a tree hit and totaled my wife's car out, and scratched the trunk on my Lumina, and then landed on the corner of the house. But didn't nobody get hurt, so that was the main thing. We lost my wife's car, but we didn't lose no money on it because we sold the car and I think we made a couple $100 afterwards. Our 91 Mustang LX, that's, you know, It's what the car community is all about, coming together, helping one another. We know we can honestly say know how it feels to lose everything you get and only have the clothes on your back. So we know that feeling very well. It's not a very good feeling. Uh, One of our YouTubers is had a tornado this morning, and it took everything he owned: his house, his Mustang, his shop. Uh, he has nothing left but one truck. The truck, his old Ford truck. The didn't even put a scratch on it, but it took his house, his shop, everything he owned, and it just leveled it. That was like 8 o'clock this morning, I think, old man. Yeah, I was gonna put a little video together, but didn't have time, and it's it's sad. It really is. It's sad. And Panama City, Florida, got hit too this morning. Mobile got a tornado this morning also. It could have picked our place up and went sailing with it. I would have never known it. I was snoozing. I was snoozing. My wife stood up all night last night. She didn't she didn't go to bed last night. Oh man. My computer just froze up, I believe. Yep, my computer just froze up. Y'all bear with me. Let me see what I can do here. And my phone, freaking internet. I've got I think the list is still up on top, ain't it? I don't know. Let me go over here and see. Yeah, London, I imagine with all that snow, and it's going to get worse for the next day or so up there. And I'm trying to. Our computer wants to act up tonight. I didn't know Rob and Rob was on tonight. Let's see. Go here, go over here. Let's see. Yeah, they can keep that snow. I don't want none of it down here. Oh, let's see here. I had to reboot my computer and had all my screens up and lost all of it. So let me see something here. There we go. Let's see. Hello, Bear Rose. How you doing? There's a link to come on in if you want to come on in, Bear Rose. The link to Bama's GoFundMe page is at the top. Tim posted up there for me. We got Pink's in and Zach's Mustangs in the house. I Spiders in the house. That's why I decided to go live tonight and see if we can help a fellow YouTuber out that literally lost everything this morning. See what we can do. Oh yeah, anytime, Pinks, anytime. That's what we're all here for. Yeah, we know how that feeling is. It's rough. There's machines in the house. Yes, you lose everything like that and don't have no insurance to cover you. It's a rough road. It's it's a hard road to get back on your feet. Yes, it's getting out there now, Tim. He disappeared, Mr. Ed. I spider, there's a tornado hit down and took out his house, his shop, and his cars. Everything he has, it's gone. On the everything. Yeah, it's sad. Oh yeah, he lost everything, Bryce. I'm talking about everything. You know, when tornadoes like that hit down and destroy stuff like that, it'll sling stuff 4 or 5 hours away. So anything that pictures and stuff like that might be 200, 300 miles away. It's sad. Yeah, it definitely opened your eyes. And used to Alabama get a tornado, but it used to not have be like it is now. Over the last probably 10 years, they've done got to be F4s and every now and then you'd have one, but it's getting to be every time have a storm come through, there's two or three of them pops out. Yeah, it's sad. You're exactly right, Barrows. You're exactly right. Yeah, he did not have no insurance on his place. Yeah, that insurance only covers so much, and by the time they deduct the value of everything, then really the insurance is about like having nothing. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's You're right, Tim. Very, very true right there. Very true. Yeah, he did. Him and his wife doing good. I think they was at work when it happened. I don't think nobody was at home. But it's sad because they came home to nothing. I appreciate that, Bear Rose. Yeah, we lost everything 4 years ago. It took us, no, it'd been about 5 years ago. It took us about 4 years to get back on our feet. Oh yeah, it's bad. Hey, Pinks.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good, pretty
Sorry
good.
it took me a minute.
I can't complain. We didn't get no damage, so I can't
No,
complain tonight.
I didn't see any damage in my house from yesterday. Yesterday we had all the bad weather, but most we got was some 45, 50-mile-an-hour gusts and a lot of rain. So I have a lake out back.
Yeah, that's what we got yesterday and last night was wind. And
Yeah.
my wife stood up all night and slept on the couch.
Now I was scared a little bit last night when we had some thunder that got really loud and stayed steady loud for like 30 plus seconds. I'm thinking,
Yeah,
is that a tornado or is that thunder? Because
right.
it could have been either.
Yeah, it thundered one time last night, and I was telling my wife, I says, "Is that the neighbor's truck cranking up to go to work?" And I said, "If it is,
Oh,
he's leaving there." And my wife said, "No, that's thunder."
yeah. This was loud and long and literally lasted 30 seconds with no change in sound. Just
Right,
like that kind of sounds like a tornado coming. One
right.
of them small ones. But it wasn't, thankfully.
Yeah, it's.
Just thunder. Have I talked to him? I have not talked to him.
I imagine they all shook up. I mean, because
Yeah,
that's
I the only trees around me are in my neighbor's yards. I don't have any in my yard. I cut them all down when I moved here.
yeah. We got some trees around us. We had a couple weeks ago when a storm moved through here. A tree fell on our outside building.
Yeah.
Luckily, it was there, caught it, and not the house. But it just
Well,
took out our outside building.
I was lucky when I moved here. We had an oak tree on one side that was kind of in the neighbor's yard and ours, but our neighbor at the time was like, "Yeah, sure, cut it down. It just makes a mess." So we cut that one down, and then I had a cedar tree that was in my yard up against my garage, and
Right.
I cut that one down too. And
Yeah,
I didn't have any other trees.
about I guess it's been about 3 years ago, 2 years ago. Tornado, two tornadoes. One on one side of us, the other one the other side, and was kind of in the middle.
Ooh,
And tree fell and hit two of our cars. We lost two of our cars, and tore the side of the house up a little bit. But that was about it. And we didn't lose no money on the car because my wife, it caved the whole top in. So my wife put it on
yeah,
marketplace, and I think we made a couple $100 off of it for a
nice.
parts car.
2 tornadoes came through Dothan. Okay. 106 mile per hour gust. So one of those 2 tornadoes is the one that hit Bama then.
Yep, yep. Yeah, Mobile got a tornado last night too.
Oh, it's funny though. I was looking at. I saw the weather this morning, and now mind you, it was way later than that. It wasn't. It wasn't at 8:30 or anything. It was like 11 right after I got up. And I saw what the weather was, and I like posted in one of our group chats I've been, as like stay safe, Bama. Had no idea that had happened already, and then somebody linked it, and I was like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I feel bad for saying that now. I had no idea.
Uh-uh. I didn't either until I came in. I got up and we had to run to town. I come back and I turned my computer on and then I watched what's Mark One's video on it, and I was like, "Holy cow!"
Yep.
My wife said, "Yeah, it got rough last night. The wind was bad and everything." I said, "Well, if it had picked us up, I would never know it because I was knocked out last night up until about 10 o'clock this morning."
Yeah. Well, I overslept. I shouldn't have slept in as late as I did.
Yeah, I did too. I overslept this morning. I took this week off. Gonna go spend some time tomorrow with the grandbaby. And yeah, that's sad right there, man. That's a pretty Mustang he had too, buddy.
It could be pretty again. Damn it.
Oh man,
Just no time soon. It
yeah,
got damaged pretty bad.
it's gonna take him a while to recover.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Yeah, we've been on that rodeo. So have. And having to stay with somebody until you get back on your feet, and
Yep.
Places to live now ain't like it what it used to be. It's harder to find anything now.
That's for sure.
And it's rough. Yeah, Bay Road and them, they having a blizzard out there in Idaho.
And yeah, I mean, Eastern Washington's getting a lot of snow too, from what I saw, especially
Yep.
up on the pass.
Well, they talking about us getting snow next week, Monday.
No way.
I'm like, it's a crazy weather here in Alabama.
If you're gonna let it snow, go ahead and let it snow. But it ain't gonna stay.
I'll be glad when all goes away and gets back in some warmer days. I think cousin Mike been out there doing a snow dance.
I mean, I would love to see snow, if for no other reason, just so my husky could see snow for the first time.
Right, right. Shoot, I don't like it. When it snows, I don't go outside. I ain't going out in it.
I got no problem with snow. I grew up with it.
I know how to drive in it. My mom, she was up north. She was raised in it.
Yeah.
And she taught all of us how to drive in it. Good night, Mr. Ed. Appreciate you coming in, buddy.
Not it.
That's a good old guy right there, buddy. He knows his stuff, buddy.
Some of us do. I'm not one of them.
Yeah, he's
I,
good.
I watch YouTube videos and learn my stuff.
Yep.
What's up, Mach 1?
There's Mark One. That's how I
Mach
found
1. That's the other channel I had to resubscribe to today.
Really?
3 channels that I was unsubscribed from was Mach 1, 91 Mustang LX, and Broken Tool Garage.
Golly. Yeah, sometimes it happens. You have to go back and resub.
Yeah, and if I hadn't seen, if I wasn't going to look at BTG's tonight to look at something, see what his last video was, because he was in the last chat I was in, I wouldn't have known.
Right. Yeah, I got up this morning and his channel was the first one that popped up there and had it on there. And I was like, holy cow. And that's when my wife told me it got rough last night.
Yeah.
It could have picked me up and blew me 100 miles away. I'd never known it. I would have never woke up. I was knocked out.
Must have been 2.
Yes. One year it snowed. I worked in Birmingham, and it's about like an hour drive and over the top of Double Oak Mountain.
Yeah.
And, I was working with the EMA then. I was at work, and I was telling them at work, I said, look, man, I got to go. My pager's going off. I got to go. And so boss man says, well, you're going to have to wait. You're going to have to wait. I said, no, man, I got to go. He said, my pager's going off. I said, I got an hour drive to get back home. And finally, about an hour later, he let me go. By that time, they done closed the roads. And I said, well, I gotta get over that mountain. That man said, you ain't gonna get over that mountain. I said, watch me. I made it back home. Went over that mountain. I said, man, I gotta go. My pager goes off. I gotta go.
Yeah. Weather warning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't happen that often in the last couple of years. Doesn't snow much in wintertime here.
Oh, we had no snow, nothing mountain to. I don't think hadn't probably about 7-8 years now, I think.
Yeah. I know that the year I was here the last time, back in '93, I got here in October of '93, and there was like 6 inches on the ground at Redstone Arsenal. And yeah, that was not a fun. That was not a fun. And I was coming from Hawaii, so it was a sticker shock, you know.
Oh yeah, coming from nice warm weather to freezing.
Yeah. And had to do a PT test. Had to do a PT test like the next day in snow.
Oh.
We did the push-ups and sit-ups inside, so that was no problem. Past that, flying colors. Got to the run, I couldn't run because I couldn't breathe in the cold weather. It hurt too much.
Right.
After 3 years of doing it all in Hawaii, you didn't have to worry about cold weather.
Right. Come to Alabama, it was a blizzard.
What the hell? I thought this was the South.
Yes, in '93.
And it was October.
It shut down everything. And it was everything shut down.
No. Well, I watch these guys' videos all the time, Rose. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Is it? And I like everyone that I'd watched, and I leave comments if I'm not watching on my TV. I leave comment. Sometimes even watching on my TV, I'll go to my phone and bring it up and leave a comment too.
Oh, yeah.
It's just one of those things. I just think YouTube hates us.
I think they do it on purpose, I believe.
Well, I lost a bunch of subscribers at one time for no reason. Just they were there, then they weren't.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yes. Sometimes it happens.
Yep.
We've all had it done. Sure did. We've all had it done. Like I subscribed to Barrows. This is back last year. It was getting his lives. I'm knocking everything over. And I'm a mod in his chat room. And it's still unsubbed to me.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, I went back in there and subbed, and then I started watching more videos and commenting on everything. It finally stuck, did it? Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, imagine he's probably staying with
family or friends.
Yep. Man, that's a mess right there. Had to go through right there. That's just sad.
Hi,
man.
Puppy. How you doing? Come up here.
Yeah, it's just you never know until you go through something like that,
True.
It's just sad. Sad situation.
Oh, damn it. Sorry.
We all can make a difference and be able to help them. Because Lord, he gonna need it.
Yeah.
And you can't concentrate on what's that? American Red Cross.
Oh,
That's a joke right there.
I haven't seen them help many people like they used to.
No, no, they don't. They don't. Sure don't.
Going for more?
How's your back doing?
It hurts. It's
Oh,
doing better, though, I guess. I got to start back to work tomorrow. So,
ooh,
yeah,
ooh,
I'm not ready, but I'll be there.
ooh.
I got to get paid. I can't afford to not get paid. So,
right, right.
oh,
Yeah,
Mater.
that's on Mater. That's my tro.
Yeah.
I'm his tro. Oh, what kind of work you do?
Well, luckily, I do electrical design, and mostly it's just drawings on a computer.
Oh, that ain't too bad, dear.
No, but it's not going to be as comfortable as being at home and being able to like do whatever I want during the day.
Right, right,
And having, if I have a problem, I can just, go lay down or whatever.
right, right.
And then Thursday is going to be a really long day because I got to go to work, and then I have PT in the afternoon. So, and my wife right now has to drive me because I'm not allowed to drive.
Oh man.
She has to come get me for PT, so that's like an hour plus out of my day. That I got to come back and make up that hour in the afternoon. Then I got to work late.
Oh man.
And then next week I have PT 3 times a week, and they don't have afternoon PT at this place, so I got to do it all during the day. So just makes my days longer.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, and I have to get dressed in real clothes tomorrow. I got to wear pants.
Ooh.
Can't wear these. You can't see them. Pajama pants. Those.
Pajama pants.
Yeah.
The comfortable pants.
my Walmart wear. Give them back when they feel like it is annoying. Yeah.
Yeah.
At one point, when I had like no subs, they kind of did that to me. I went from like 500 down to 400. Yes, they did give them back, thankfully. But that was, last year I still only had 491 subs at the end of the year, I think.
Right.
I'm at a little over 1720 now.
Yeah, well, you just having back. That's gonna be. You're gonna be rough. That's gonna be rough.
And I can't work on my car, so I can't make videos.
And that's a bad thing. You can't do what you want to do.
No, I can't. But
And
I have
then
to go back to work.
yeah, then you get bored because you can't do what you want to do.
No. Yeah, but I do think I'm probably going to go to bed early tonight. Just because I'm not used to having to get up that early in the morning.
Right.
5:45 comes really early.
Oh yeah. Ooh. Yeah,
That's my normal time of getting up, but I'm going to get to work I usually get to work at 6:30. I'm going for 7:00 now, and I'm still going to get up at the same time because it does take me longer to get ready.
Right, right. Now, used to when they had back surgery, you'd be out 6, 8 weeks out of work.
I'm supposed to be. Doctor told me to stay out 6 to 8 weeks. I'm like, well, I can't, so I got to go back and forth.
Right, right.
And I told him what I did, and he's like, well, just be very careful.
Yeah, don't make no sudden moves.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've recovered fairly well. Like I was off the walker way before most people are. I wasn't using it anymore. They told me to quit when I was in rehab, and I got them to turn off my bed alarm so I could get up at night by myself and go to the bathroom, and that was fairly early. If it weren't for the leg pain I've got from the nerves, I'd probably be fine.
Right.
The back pain is bad, but right now, and I'm just saying like right now, the leg pain is so much worse that I don't feel the back.
Oh man. Oh
But
man.
I do feel the stomach area, like the lower stomach. It's just sore. Then I've got some soreness like right here.
On your
I'm not
ribs.
sure what that's from because
That's
it didn't
probably
cut me up here.
it's probably from your ligaments and stuff being moved around.
Could be, but it I don't know. It feels like I got hit right there really hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
That's
it's been
probably
like
what it
that for
is.
weeks,
Whoa.
like since surgery.
Yeah, they say when you have surgery like that, you have to move stuff around that
Oh yeah,
you stay sore like that for a long
it
time.
hurts everywhere. I'm like, yeah, I'm sore like in the upper groin area, all the way up into my lower belly to my belly button. I'm sore, just sore
Whoa.
constantly, and it doesn't help with the big belly I got. It's a lot to be sore,
Right. Right.
and then the leg and was the only thing that eased the pain besides popping pills daily. Oh, I haven't chewed tobacco in 9 years now. Same with smoking cigarettes and dip. I gave up nicotine basically 9 years ago.
Oh, Lee.
This month makes 9 years.
Holy cow.
Oh, I do like his photo though. Never bored.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are they doing? Are
Sure.
they cutting? It looks like they're cutting right there.
Yeah, he is.
I don't think I haven't been to his channel before, so
He's got a nice little S10.
I'm sure.
Yeah, he's got a sharp little S10. Yeah, I've been on his channel, I guess, over a year. Well over a year.
I'm gonna go look him up right now, real quick, like
Yeah,
on my phone.
he got a nice little truck.
If I could spell. There it is, popped right up. I got never bored, BORE or BOR, and it filled it in.
Right.
Then I hit button. Right to do wood stove. Let's get it near there. Okay. But he's a Chevy guy. I don't know.
Yeah, he's Chevrolet guy.
I loved my old Silverado. I miss it. I do miss my Silverado. It was a good truck. I had a 15 Silverado, and I got it really cheap, and I owned it when I sold it, and I traded it in to buy my F-350 when I was having trouble trailering over the mountains, getting
Right.
up and going, and mostly going down the mountain. I wanted a diesel at that point so I could have the engine brake, because even with
Right.
the upgraded trailer brakes, I was having problems going down the mountains in that S10 with my Mustang behind me. I was burning the brakes up, getting
Right.
down to the bottom, and they were red, glowing hot. And so I went and bought an F-350
Yeah,
from the
that's
same place I bought the Chevy from, all a Ford dealership, but the used side. And then I traded that F-350 in on the F-450 I have now, and they paid more for it than I paid them for it.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, he got a Dodge too.
Oh, you got a Dodge?
Yeah, I forgot he had a Dodge.
Sweet. Well, I do have your channel, and I will check it out later.
Yeah, I
Another
forgot he had
subscriber to add to the list.
Yeah, I forgot he had a Dodge.
But does he have a baby too? Oh my God! How do you have those vehicles and work on them and have babies at the same time? So much work.
Most times, just take the babies with you.
Yeah. I didn't. Well, I will say this: I didn't get any of my nice cars until my kids were grown up.
My next to the oldest grandbaby.
Oh, nice, Tim. I like it.
Since he was born, he stayed with us a lot when mom and daddy's working, and
Yeah.
he'd come out there with me and help me outside since he know how to walk.
Well,
And
when my kids were still living with me, and especially at when I started working on cars again before I started my channel, and just working on my wife's car and stuff, he'd come out and help do his own.
yeah, yeah, just like some stuff I was doing outside, I didn't want him out there to be around it because it was dangerous. He'd
Yeah.
sit at he'd sit at the living room window, pull the curtains back, and put his Hot Wheels on the little mantle up there, and watch me.
So I got a question, Tim. Did the and anybody can answer it. Did the 95 have the 5.3 Vortec in it, or was it the previous? Was 95 the older engine?
That's a good
Because I
question.
know mine was a 5.3 Vortec, but mine was. I'm trying to remember. Was mine a 2000? Okay, it was 2015 or 17, somewhere in there. It was like the last year of the slant eye.
Yeah, I think 90. I think you might be right. 95 was the first year of the LSs of the newer, but
Oh, you got the old 350. Okay, gotcha. No
yeah,
wonder
it
you
might
got so
be
many miles on it.
96 then.
I don't think the 5.3 would get the 411,000 on it that well.
Yeah,
The 350 was a beast. I've had a few 350 Chevys. Yeah.
yeah, the Vortec, and then I think 97, 96, 97, might be 98 when they changed over, somewhere around in there.
So the LT or
Yeah, to the 4.7, I think is what they call it, 4.3, whatever that is. It's basically
5.3.
5.3. Yeah, basically the same thing as a 327, newer version of the 327.
Right. I loved it. That was a good, strong running engine. It pulled my car no problem. I had no problem pulling. It was just the slowing it down. That was
Right,
the problem. Slowing
right.
down 5,000 pounds behind you.
Oh yeah,
Oh, you got a small cam in it? Yeah, I miss my old. I had a late 70s, early 80s lifted Chevy with the 350 in it. I love that truck. So single cab, regular bed, big wheels on it. It would burn those tires off if you really wanted to, but it wasn't fast. It would just you could get it to, because it was a stick. It was a stick shift. So I
yeah.
could pop it and make it burn. I got caught by a cop doing that one day. I was like, oh, it was an accident. I just bought this truck. I had no idea to do that.
Everybody, when them Vortex come out, everybody was dropping them Vortex and these older stuff, and they didn't realize it was the same, basically the same motor that was been 350, 305 been making for years.
Yeah. Got the cancer. Yeah, it'll happen. That'll happen on these big jobs.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. 95 and you're in a northern state, aren't you?
yeah. He's up Delaware.
Yeah, so you're in a
Yeah,
salt using state. Man, I anytime I go to Michigan, it just astounds me. The trucks that are missing half the side of their bed over the wheel well, just gone,
yeah. And
just
going
all
down the
ripped up.
road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Ooh, ooh.
Yeah, that's harsh. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 350s. I like the Vortex. I like the earlier model 350s, the
Mm.
305. To me, I didn't ever like that fuel injection throttle body. I didn't like it on the Dodge either.
Well, the one in mine worked pretty well.
I hated them
Mine
things.
was mine was direct fuel injection though,
Yeah,
because it was a newer one. It was actually what year? What 2007? That's what year it was. The 2007, because I replaced it with a 2015 F350, and the truck I had before that one was my 95 F150. I had a 95 F150. Then I bought the Chevy 2007 Chevy, then the 2015 F350, and then the 2021 F450. That was all in 5 years. Did all that in 5 years.
Yep. Yeah, a buddy of mine done landscaping years ago, and he had a crew cab Chevrolet, and he had the 454 in it, and he looked around, couldn't find the 454, and he come by the house one day. He said, I need a 454. I said, well, you better get ready to sell out some duckies, because if you find one, you're gonna pay for it.
So hard to find a good one too.
Yep. So I found my 350 that had a double humped heads and all, and so we put it in the work truck, and then he drove that thing till about 2 years ago. Wound up retiring, then sold the truck.
Finding those 454s has just gotten harder since then.
Yep, you can't find them. They just gone.
And people don't want to give them up. I wouldn't either. I love the 454. My dad had one in his old Chevy truck. He had an old Chevy stepside. That thing was awesome. I remember as a kid riding in that thing, and he had one of those old aluminum canopies on the back, you know, and it was self-sealed in, and so he had mattresses back there, a foam mattress and blankets or sleeping bags, whatever. We'd go on trips, and I'd be in the back sleeping. I wouldn't be up front.
Right.
Driving. Those missing bolts in that intake, yeah. Hey, Tim, thanks for coming. Appreciate everything you do, man.
Yeah, them 454s are good engines. I like them better than do any of the big block Chevrolets.
I do miss I would love to get hold of a 454 and a vehicle to throw it in. Something small, something light.
Yep. Oh, you'll have some power then.
Like a Fox body. Like a Fox body or my neighbor's Trans Am I keep seeing over there.
Yeah.
Old one. That's not quite as light, but man, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I started to put a 460 in this Thunderbird. And then I messed around, and I don't want to do that.
By time. I really wish I had the money to just buy an old engine and actually rebuild it, like build it. The money and the time.
Right.
Because I haven't built a motor since, I think the last motor I built was an old 302, and it was probably 30 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, and things have come a long way since then. So much better product out there now.
Oh yeah. Like they say in Go, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. I built that Thunderbird first time I built one in about 20 years.
And I've totally forgotten, and I don't have all the tools I need to do it in. I've got more tools than I did back then, way more. But back then I had a friend who worked at a garage. He was a mechanic at his family-owned garage, and so he loaned me some tools to use, like, you know, spring retainers and things like that, for me to be able to get the pistons in, to get the valves put back together. Tools I don't have, you know. Not that I couldn't get them, but like I said, if I had the money to buy all that, I'd buy the tools.
Oh yeah.
For the most part, I have everything I need.
Now, if you find an old motor, that chances are it's been sitting for a long time, it's the best to just send it off to the machine shop and let them
send it to a machine shop, have it cleaned, and magnafluxed. Make sure it's a good block.
Right. Yeah, I looked up on that flat tappet stuff. I went back and I looked and got a camshaft and lifter set that wasn't giving no trouble. I got the old stock, what they call old stock, but still new in the box.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Well, which one? What is it? Flat tappets are the ones that RPM can go higher, can't they?
Yeah, the flat
or
tappet.
Is it non-hydraulic?
It's non-hydraulic. It's hydraulic.
Okay.
It's hydraulic. The roller is I mean, I might have that wrong. Barrow's help me out here. Yeah, hydraulic.
Oh, there you go, Barrows.
Hydraulic. And then your roller engine is not hydraulic.
Okay, yeah, you want the non-hydraulic.
Yeah, because they don't get no trouble.
Yeah, because I want to be able to go to like 10,000 RPM, no problem.
Unless you did like I did, it's find old stock cams and lifters. That way, you got a good set before the stuff started.
Mm.
But some say,
Okay. Well, I think you just want to avoid the hydraulic if you want to do high RPM, and
right.
you want to go solid. I think that's
where
what it is. It's been a while since I've studied into that.
I've seen where some people have good luck with them and some that don't.
There you go. Solid holds up higher RPM. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I was happy when I got my Mustang to where I'm my I can go up to 8,000 RPM now if I want.
Right.
I generally shift around 7,600, but
Yeah,
a built Coyote can go over 10,000.
I think the camshaft I got in mine is like 50, about $6,000, 55 to 6, I think.
Yeah.
And that's all you want in a eighth of a mile.
Well, I'm doing 8th mile now because that's the track nearest me. Not what my car was built for because I got 331 rear end gearing.
Right.
But right now it's not running, so.
Do you go up there to Steele, Alabama?
I do not. I have never been there. I go to Jake's. Really? Jake's is close. Jake's is a half an hour away. Steele's is 2 hours plus.
Oh. I didn't even know there was another one here.
Yeah, we got Jake's. It's in Moulton, Alabama. Jake's, it's 8th mile.
Oh.
A lot of the Huntsville guys started coming over there because, it's only an hour or so away from Huntsville.
Right.
And Huntsville shut down.
Wow.
Yeah, they shut down last year, I believe.
Golly.
Now, see, I was under the impression before I moved here that Huntsville was quarter mile, not 8th mile. I didn't realize it was only an 8th mile.
Right. Yeah, our local track closed probably about 15 years ago, maybe 16, 17. Not longer than that, about 20 years. And then opened it back up for about a year, and then it closed down. And then after that, the grass took it over, and the people on the property bulldozed to stand down and everything. It was,
okay, well, I was wrong. Harvest, Alabama, which was is now Rocket City Dragway, has plans of reopening and is signed with the International Hot Rod Association family.
Oh, so they're gonna open it back up then?
Yep, what it said. They're adding 400 feet of shutdown area for 3,000 feet total track length.
God.
Extending shutdown area, more concession area, extended bathrooms, added seating, 8th mile and 660 foot, 8th mile, 660 foot concrete racing surface. New pits. Holy. They're putting in new pits, added parking, and they got a whole layout here.
Holy cow.
New stage and camp area. New exit. So I guess that's going to open up sometime.
Yeah.
Extended 400 foot shutdown. Why would they extend it and not make it an 8th mile or quarter mile?
Yeah, really. Don't make no. Well, it used to be a whole quarter of a mile.
Now, this was written a month ago, this article I'm reading.
Right.
We run a hydraulic roller cam with good springs, ported E7 heads, and the car goes 9s in the quarter. You really don't have to turn the motor 10,000 RPMs. Oh, yeah, that's true. You don't have to. But
yeah,
for my safety of me over revving things.
Yeah, I think like Barrow says, everything's an 8th of a mile track now.
No, Everything in the South is like that. Not everything. In fact, most of the good big guys like the quarter mile better. And all the big
Right.
tracks are all quarter mile. Like
Mm,
Pacific Raceways, where I raced, quarter mile. We had an 8th mile track we'd go to as well, and it's still running. I was in Washington. I mean, look in North Carolina, Charlotte, you got the 4-lane there. It's all quarter mile. You got Vegas,
right.
quarter mile. I mean, any of the Texas 2K, they only run on quarter mile tracks.
Golly.
These drag and drives try and only run on quarter mile tracks, but sometimes they'll run an 8th. But generally, they're quarter mile tracks.
Yeah,
That's what people want to watch.
I like to go out there to the flats, and I'd like to run something out there on the
Oh,
flats.
so would
That's
I. But
that'd be the ultimate trip right there.
the date for reopening has not been announced, but 2024 is the plan. Well, shit, I may end up going to Rocket City to try out there too, just to have a different track because it looks nice. I mean, it's a nice looking setup.
I'll be right back.
I'll be right here. But no, like I said, the Molten Jake's drag strip is still closer to me. Hmm. Well, I guess it's only temporarily closed. Yeah, I just want to have fun on the track. I would like a quarter mile near me other than 2.5 hours away, but I still run at an 8th mile track all the time. Oh, you got 3 tracks near you, Mater. That's nice. And you got snow in Michigan today. I am sorry for you. Of course, I don't really get snow here. Not lately. Huh. Well,
I made it back.
I go to look something up to find out when it closed all, and I get the information that it's not closed. They didn't. They ended up somebody else bought it.
Well, that's good because a lot of them are closing down.
I know, and it was sucked when I heard that closed down because not that I don't like the drag strip I go to because the new owner of it, who bought it a year ago, a year and a half ago, has been doing a lot of work to improve it, and he's hoping to do even more this coming year. They just put in a brand new timing system. They
Right.
got a new timing system. They remeasured everything, got it all done, and it's up and running. They put new poles. They stuck's in one way, but good in another. They put all kinds of poles out in the parking area, so now you got to avoid those. But they added lighting and 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 speakers, so you can hear the tower out in the
Right.
pits.
Yeah, I think Bay
Hmm.
Rose has been out there to the salt flats out there before.
North of Muskegon. Hey, that's where my stepdad grew up there in Muskegon area.
Yeah, it's been my ultimate thing to go out there on the salt flats and just take something out there, just see how fast I can get up there.
Yeah. I know how fast my car could get up to before it was whippled. Now I don't know. I had it at top speed one time,
Whoa.
just once.
I had a Fox body Mustang. I had, I got top. I got the top max out of it. And that thing shut off.
Yeah, I had about 150. I think it was 153 is where mine just decided that's as fast as it was going to go.
Yep. Yeah, that thing shut off, and I was like, oh man.
Mm.
Then I coasted down, coasted over the side of the road. It was on a big old mountain. I called a buddy of mine and said, "Hey, I need you to come get me." And come
No.
up there, and he was paramedics, and he had his light with him. And the only way I could get my car off the mountain would come down the wrong side of the highway.
Yeah.
We coasted that thing down the wrong side of the highway. They cooled off, everything fired back up, and away we went.
Silver Dollar Dragway. I've heard of that place.
Yeah, I have too.
Yeah, the Spokane, Washington, they saved their local drag strip and they're reviving the hell out of that track area. Because there's more than just the drag strip in Spokane, haven't. I lived up in Washington 2 years ago. I lived there for 28 years, and I never made it to the Spokane track either, and I really wanted to. But I wanted to go to the track, the road course.
If they had opened some of these stuff that's been closed like that and get people more involved and gets these teenagers involved in it, there wouldn't be so much mischief going on.
Maybe. You got to get the parents involved, though. That's the problem.
Yeah. Yep.
You got to get the parents to get the kids involved. And the parents aren't doing that part anyway.
Right.
Hey, Salty.
Yes. It's getting somebody involved in stuff like that now.
And it's back to the past. Hey, that's like my truck, my F450. Its top speed is 88 miles an hour. It's weird. It's governed at 88 miles an hour. Which I consider
87
funny.
mile an hour. That Escape out there, it's got that turbo on, hit 87 before it gets in the second gear.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gillespie. Yeah. Gillespie Raceway Park. They did that actually a couple of years ago. They bought that out like right before I moved. The tribe, which saved the track because the track was going to shut down. But they're building is the hotel done yet? Because they were building a hotel and some other stuff, restaurants. They were really rebuilding that place up, making it a place to go. And I think they're making sure the dirt track for the bikes got up and all kinds of stuff.
And that's over in Washington, ain't it?
What? Yeah, that's up in Washington and Spokane area. What really got me was when Atco Dragway shut down this last year in the middle of the season. They just shut down, no warning.
Yeah.
People go to the races one day and there's a sign on the gate where they'd fenced it off.
Golly.
Yep. That track has been running for 50 years. And it was a really big and used track. But they got offered money.
Wow.
One wire alternator on the 59 Pontiac next to the Flowmaster muffler. Oh.
Yeah, it's the EcoBoost.
You got a 2.0 EcoBoost?
Yeah, with the little button on it. You mash that little button that turns it into sports mode. It goes from being wimpy to being the big boy when you hit that button.
See, we've got the Edge, the SEL Edge. It's a 22, I believe, and it's got the same engine in it. It's not fast at all. It's wimpy. It's a heavy car for that little thing. It's heavy.
Yeah. For the Edge, it is heavy.
Yeah, and it needs a bigger turbo on it. And my wife won't let me upgrade it.
Yeah,
and I was like, when I got turbo, I got a nice big one out in the garage. It's going on my car, but still.
Never bored it done. That what happened last year. It broke, and they put a new motor. Let me tell you what they did. We took it in, and they kept it about 3 weeks, and called us to come get it. And then, no, it's longer than 3 weeks, about 3 months. Called us to come get it. We get home, and all you smell is burnt motor oil. Come find out, all it did was put some head gasket seal in there and sent it. So I called it back and hauled it back up there to the dealership, went around with them. My wife said, well, y'all got video cameras in the work area? And I said, yeah. She said, well, I want to see you pull the motor out. He said, we don't film that. And then they turned around and swapped the motor out. Man, they kept our thing for about 7 months. and finally they swapped the motor out. I was
Oh,
mad as a
it's so
bull.
irritating. So I had my they Ford didn't have my car, but my car was down broken. Our Edge, we bought it in October,
Right.
and the day after Christmas we hit a deer. We didn't have that
Go,
truck we didn't have that SUV for 9 months. But I was making payments on it.
man.
Yeah, I was afraid they were going to change it to a golf course too when they first bought it. But then we saw their plans because they put them out where we saw the plans of what they were going to do with it, and all the motor sports people were really happy.
Right. That thing, that little thing,
Hey,
you hit that
Mark,
little
have a good
button.
one.
You hit that little button, but that thing turned into a little beast when you
Yeah,
hit
we
that
don't even have
sport
a
mode.
sports mode in ours.
Oh man, you could feel that thing jump up and flex when you put that sport mode. Man, you can feel that thing flex. And I'm like,
It
wow.
doesn't change the engine though. It changes the gearing, the shifting.
Yeah.
Yeah, our sports mode is the one we have the turn dial. We don't have the
Right.
shifter. We have a turn
Right.
dial, and it's got
Right.
an S in the middle, which just makes it manual shifting.
Right.
It
It's
doesn't
sport.
really change the engine any, but it does make it manual shifting, which then you can just or it automatically shifts at a really high RPM. You
Right.
but I used it one time just to check it out, and I was like, well, it doesn't really do that much. So
Yeah, I can take on the steering wheel and change gears when in the sport mode and just
yeah,
manually
she's
change
heavy.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, the Edge is over 4,000 pounds. It's a heavy car. It's like
Yep.
4,100, I think,
Yep.
and that's not including having me in it. My
Yeah.
wife doesn't make it much heavier, but I do.
That Escape, it probably weighs. Well, I think my Thunderbird weighs more than that Escape does.
Probably. The Escape is
Yep.
fairly light. I think it's about 3,500, maybe 32.
Yeah.
It's about the same. It's about the same weight as the Focus.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it'll get it.
but it's an automatic, so it doesn't really
Yeah.
like to burn the tires very easily.
Listen here, if you ain't careful, it'll burn the tires off of it. Yes.
Oh, stupid fast. Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, it's horrible news right there. It's sad. Yes, that one we got, but it to be an Escape, that thing it'll get down with you. I like to take it on track and just see what it run going down.
Yeah, I'd kind of like to take the Edge on the track, see what it'd run to, just in the eight, just for fun. Later, Neverboard.
Have a good night, Neverboard. Appreciate you coming.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun to see it on the track, just one time, just to see what it'd run.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I'm not going to be here much longer. I'm probably about to cut out myself.
Appreciate that fast track truck. Appreciate that. He's gonna need every penny he can get right now.
Yep.
Oh, every penny he can scrape, man. That's devastating there.
Yes, sirree. It's more than I could handle right now.
The worstest thing that we miss out of all our stuff is our daughter's pictures
Mm.
and my wife's daughter's pictures and all her stuff. Yeah, that stuff you can't replace, and that's that's the hardest stuff to replace.
Yeah, that's his Fox you're seeing. Stupid fast. His Fox
Yeah.
flipped over in the back there with all the stuff on top of it.
Yep.
It was inside that shed or the storage or the shop. Yeah, he's okay. His wife's okay. I'm hoping the dogs are okay too, because I know he has animals.
Yeah. The way it looked, it picked his trailer up and flipped it up on top of his shop. Well, what was left of the shop, I should say.
Yeah. Paddle shift. You got paddle shifts on? I don't. Do we have paddle shifts on our sweetie? I know we got paddle shifts on our car, on her
And
EcoBoost Mustang.
mine's got the buttons, not the shifts, but I got buttons on mine that you
Really?
can shift it
Huh.
while it's manual.
Well, my truck has that right on the stalk. It's got the manual shift buttons if you needed to manual shift it. What
Right.
reason you'd need to manual shift it, I don't know.
I've tried it in sport mode one time, twice, I think.
Yeah.
Then my wife looks at it, gives me that look.
Yeah, okay. I just asked my wife. We do not have the paddle shifters in the Edge, which kind of sucks.
Oh,
No,
Bay
she
Rose,
wasn't having it.
you'd been walking back, wouldn't you?
Okay, I didn't watch that stream that closely. I was having trouble looking at it. It really was hard to
Yeah,
look at, and it's not even my
yeah,
stuff. But I've seen the inside of that shop so many times from Bama's lives, or when
right,
Bama's on lives with us. I know the inside. I knew the inside of that shop, not
right.
not what it is now, which is just a concrete pad, which just sucks.
Oh yeah, it's sad, man. It's unbelievable. And them metal sheds are supposed to be guaranteed
Well,
for
not for a tornado.
for 100-mile-an-hour wind, but them things will lift off the ground at 50 mile an hour.
Yeah, well, his was built well, but it got hit by a tornado, and that just
About
last
eight
or
o'clock
this
this
morning at
morning.
8:30, I think.
Yeah, 8:30. Yeah, I got up this morning about 7:30. Come in, went used the bathroom, got me something to drink, walked outside, smoked a cigarette, and the wind was whooping it. I came back in. I said, "Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and stay up." Then I thought, "Well, I'm going back to bed where it was warmer." I went back
Hmm.
out and lay on bed. Then I had to get up till 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sad right there, buddy. Years
Hmm.
ago, years ago when I worked with the EMA, we had a tornado down here close to where I live at, and we was the first one in there. Man, it knocked out the whole little town. Man, it took out about 15, 20 houses and flattened them like a road. And oh, it was bad. People was walking around in dazed and didn't know what was going on. Oh man, it was bad. Yeah, I believe he was on his live stream last night because I went in there for
I think so.
yeah for
I
a
think
few
he was in
minutes
the chat at least. I don't remember if he came up on the panel or not.
because I
But I'm
was in there.
pretty sure he was.
Yes, I was in there for a little while. You get to see people in these lives and every week, and it you become friends. You get to hang out and talk, and it's just pretty cool though. No heavens, Mopar. It didn't get here. All we got was rain and wind. We good.
Yeah, got his house too. Got the house, and it took the house into his.
Oh, his house. Oh yeah, it
Yeah,
got everything.
it took
House.
the house out. In fact, if you see the video, the big metal thing sticking up in the back, that is the bottom of his trailer.
Yeah, yeah. I was done download that video and then I was gonna fix it where I could play it here, which I might.
I think
I
that was
probably
his daughter that did that
yeah
video. It was a Facebook Live, is what it was.
Yeah, yeah. I went over to the his Facebook page. That's how I found the video.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's sad. They was out there going looking through stuff and salvaging what they could find. But most of the like your pictures and stuff like that, oh, it probably blowed them 200-300 miles away, and there ain't no telling
Yeah.
where it blowed to. Yeah, them tornadoes ain't no joke, and I done seen all that stuff at first hand. Man, it's sad.
Mm.
And a lot of these charities show up just for show, like American Red Cross. That's a joke.
I remember when they weren't though. When I was a kid, the American Red Cross still did their job. They still helped
Yeah,
people out. They
yeah,
still didn't pay. They didn't pay their CEO $5 billion a year, or whatever
right,
it is.
right. Now
Oh,
if you give them $100 to them,
five
99
dollars goes
$95 goes to their pocket, and the $5 goes to into
to
the pocket
charity,
of people. Yeah,
which is just ridiculous, and that's not the way it
yeah.
should be.
No,
That's why I'm very selective on who I give money to. I
yep,
research
me
now to
too.
find out where the money goes. And
Right,
if it's not like a 25-75 split, 75 going to the charity and 25 going to them, they're not getting my money. Because I
right,
understand it does take money to run a charity. It does. I
right.
understand that. But Silver Dollar Drag Race, it's a long drive for me, but I'm sure I think I know of Silver Dollar Drag Race. I think I've seen it before, but I don't think I've ever been there.
I like Children's Hospital. If I got extra, I'll donate to
Ooh,
Children's Hospital.
I heard about the Fort Worth explosion today too.
I seen that on the news. I didn't know where it was at. Yeah, I wonder.
And I heard about it, but I didn't really read into it. I didn't go back to the news story to watch it because I'd already had enough bad news for the day.
Yeah,
I
yeah, I
can only
wonder.
take so much.
It had to have been a gas leak for it to
I
blow
think
up
it
like
was.
that. Yeah,
I
it
think
had to
that's
be
what I heard was that it was gas.
because either that or somebody cooking that meth inside one of the rooms.
Mm.
It had to be one of them.
But yeah,
'Cause-
I'll look it up there, Salty. I don't know if I'll make it anytime soon, but I gotta get my cars running first. Before I can get my cars running, I get myself running.
yeah.
I'm still having trouble sitting here and being comfortable.
Oh yeah. I don't say how you doing it.
Oh, geez. Got a heat pad behind me, pillows next to me. I mean, I'm all built in here. I got this pillow
Oh
stack.
yeah.
Then I got for here. I got a pillow behind me because
Right.
I can't sit on the couch all the way back.
Right.
It goes down too far and it would hurt. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for doing the stream for
Oh
Bama,
yeah.
man.
Yeah. I've been going his y'all's live stream listening in about a year
Yep.
off and on, and you know that you stay in them live stream, you get to know one another, and it's when something like this happens, you gotta help somebody, you know.
Yep.
It's it's sad. It's
So I
really a sad
will mention it and I'll probably
situation.
post a link to the GoFundMe on my live stream tomorrow night.
Right.
But mostly we're try not to talk too much about it, but I will talk about it. But I'm doing my
Right.
giveaway tomorrow night, so I think it's called Pansy, Alabama, something like that. It's right outside of Dothan.
Yeah, he's about 2.5 hours south, direct south of me.
Yeah. So the big town near him is Dothan, but I think where he lives is actually like Pansy, Alabama. Yes, it's a stupid name for a town, but
Yeah, yeah, it is.
mm,
Yeah,
oh
and you know, it's not down through there is it's hardly ever been hit with no tornadoes down through there.
no,
As
it's
long as I
not
can remember.
usual for that area to get them.
Uh,
Where I live, it's usual. This is the tornado, but everything's been changing the last couple of years. The
right,
weather patterns are changing because the Earth is going through changes. We're
right.
coming. I think we're still in an ice age, but
Oh yeah.
we're still in
And
the ice age.
you
And
up there
and
close. You're very close to Tornado Alley up through there.
oh yeah, I'm in Muscle Shoals area.
Yeah,
This is Tornado Alley. We
yeah,
have sirens. I've heard them,
yeah, yeah. We got them down here, boy, and
but
they
they're not
start
just
going off.
sirens. They're not just sirens. They actually can play messages too,
Yeah, yeah,
which that was unheard of when I was a kid. It was either a siren or it was a loudspeaker. It wasn't both. These are both
right,
all in one, and
right.
it's just as loud. Really
Yeah,
weird
now
because I could be in my house and hear the message coming from
yeah,
that way and that way.
yeah, yeah.
Wow, what is picking up so much? I guess I have one of my shorts that picked up again. I'm,
That's
I'm
good.
it's a couple days old and that's it picked up again.
Barrows had one to shoot off last year. Man, it took off like a jet.
So did Funky. Funky had one this last year. It was like a couple months old and then it hit like 500,000 subscribers in a couple days or
Oh yeah,
500,000 views. And he got a lot of subs off of it, which is great.
right.
Oh yeah. Twin tornadoes suck. Any tornado.
When
When I
we,
was a kid, I saw a tornado in my. When I say kid, when I was young, I was driving. I saw a tornado in South Carolina, and the only thing I did was hit the gas on my car because it was coming towards me. Mind you, it
right,
dissipated. It turned and dissipated before it got anywhere near where I was, but I didn't know that. I
right,
watched it rip through a Walmart. It tore a Walmart in half. Now, mind you, these were the old Walmarts, not the ones you have today. These were little guys, had
right,
little concrete cinder block buildings, which were
right.
easy to rip apart. You know, I remember when I was a kid, Walmarts weren't big; they were
No,
small.
they were
They
small.
were they were small stores, and they
Yep,
had everything in them was made in America.
yep, yep.
Everything.
Stupid fast. Where you live at?
Trying to remember. I'd tell you, but I can't remember. And I've asked him numerous times, but my brain always forgets.
He's got to be north of us.
But he may not have lived in the. He may not live in the same place he did then. Yeah. Okay.
Indiana.
Northern Indiana. Yeah,
Yep,
that's right.
yep. That's Tornado Alley too.
Well, Tornado Alley is wherever the tornadoes show up now.
Yeah, yeah.
You didn't have Walmart? Yeah, you're older. You're not that much older than me, Salty. We had Walmarts when I was a teenager.
We had when Walmart came in, we had TGNY. Man, we
Yeah,
love the TGNY store.
TGNY and what was it? Just all the dime stores. You had the nickel and dime, or before the dollar stores,
Right,
five and dime. That's what it was called, the five and dime. We had Woolworths.
right.
There's one other I'm trying to remember in my old town when I was little, living in West Virginia. Can't think of it. Pink's Garage here. That's who I am. Yeah, it didn't show my name, so.
Oh, that's Pink's Garage. He lives about 2.5 hours north of me.
Yeah, a little northwest of you.
I'm in the middle.
Yep. Oh, Kmart had most model cars you could find. Oh, it was a great, other than a hobby store. Kmart had so many model cars.
There's Dr. Art
Hot
is in the
Rod
house.
Rehab.
Now
Hello.
he's got a nice little Ranger, buddy. That little Ranger, get it.
I like me a little Ranger.
It's got an LS in it. Knowing Dr. Art, he might have done put a big block in it by now.
South Carolina. No. Did I say South Carolina?
Did you?
I don't remember saying South Carolina. I grew up in North Carolina. Oh, I was in South Carolina when I was young. I was down there. I was coming home. I was on my way home. I was in South Carolina driving. That's right. I was in my Pinto at the time.
Yeah, we had the TGNY stores, man.
Wendy English.
And Kmart's. And then we had Bargain Towns. Man, they're pretty good stores.
Yeah. Yeah, it took me a minute to remember South Carolina. My mind's gone. I have no memory left. I lived in North Carolina when I was until I was 19. Then I joined the Army and I left. So from 9 to 19, I lived in south central North Carolina in a little town called Rockingham, which has a drag strip and a formerly NASCAR racetrack. Now it's just a racetrack.
Yeah, when you start getting older, you have to start thinking what you did 30 years ago, 20 years ago.
I got to write everything down so I know what I did today.
Yeah.
If it weren't for my calendar app on here, I'd forget everything.
Oh, I still do it today. Actually today I thought the day was a Monday, and so I heard it. I said, "Day Monday." She said, "No, day's Tuesday."
I wish today was Monday. Then I'm going to be going back to work tomorrow.
Should I lost a day somewhere.
You slept through it?
I must have. Yeah, I must have. Yeah, we're gonna get Pinks to come to No Name Nationals.
Maybe we'll try. Yeah, I'm not committing to anything because I can't even commit to Ford Takeover this year, and that's only 2.5 hours for me.
Right.
That's a day trip, and I can't even commit to that this year.
Oh, there ain't no way you could do that now.
What?
Unless you get one of the motor scooters, because you don't want to be on your feet that long.
Oh yeah, I can't do anything right now.
Oh.
This will be fine in a month or so, but I got to get my cars working. Both my cars are down. One's sitting with no motor and tranny in it. The other one's got no motive. The engine runs, but it doesn't move.
Oh.
Clutch. It's a clutch issue. I'm pretty sure. If that rebuilt transmission that I've had rebuilt twice now, if it's the problem, then that transmission's going in the trash.
Yeah.
And I will either put a stock MT82 back in it, which will break down too, or I'll find an old automatic like a 400.
And stick in.
Something that doesn't have to be computer controlled.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just irritated me.
Yeah.
Then when it died, it stopped moving on me. I realized it was slipping when I was at Ford Takeover, or not Ford Takeover, but Holly Ford Fest in Kentucky.
Oh man.
And I made my run. I lost mostly because when I lost, it wasn't because it wasn't moving fast enough. It was because I jumped the gun expecting it to slip more than it did, and I red lit.
Oh man.
So,
Oh man.
second round, I red lit.
Oh man.
Mm,
Yeah, some of them straight shift transmissions in the newer model Mustangs, there's a lot of people saying they had trouble out of them.
yeah. Well, mine's a Caliber Stage 3, so it shouldn't be having these problems.
Right.
Now I think maybe my slave cylinder went out, or maybe my master clutch cylinder is going out, which that could happen.
Right.
But I think it's more pressure plate, because it'll move if I get it up to like 6,500 RPM. It'll start moving like it's catching every now
Right.
and then, but it's got to be going really fast.
Right.
Yeah, C4 would work.
Yeah,
CH400 would work too, but
I like a good old C4 or FMX.
yeah. But yeah, right now I can't afford any of that. So hopefully I can fix. If it's just the clutch, I have another one. I have another one sitting in my garage, and hopefully that's what it is, and I can just replace the pieces. If it's the slave cylinder, they're not expensive. I can buy another one.
Oh yeah.
But I got to get the other car done so I can get it out of the garage so I can pull the other car in.
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's 6 months from now. I know. I should be back in the garage in another month or so. Red lid on the monkey bike, just trying to straighten. I've done that before. I hate when that happens.
Yes.
If it's just out there, if I'm just testing tuning it, I don't care and I'll run. But if it's actually a race, it sucks.
Yes. It'll make you mad at yourself.
Yeah.
I'd rather red light instead of cut a bad light though. I'd rather red light.
Instead of cutting a bad light, yeah.
Right, because you cut a red light, that means you're getting close to hitting that perfect number.
Well, I know one bad red light I did was a .001 negative red light.
Right.
That I was so close to cutting a good light. And all night that night I'd been cutting like 200s, like 240s. All night.
Hard.
And then I cut that like almost perfect light, and it's like, and with the stick, I think it's even harder than it is in an auto.
It is. It's harder because you got the clutch you working with versus automatic. Because when you
that may or may not engage when you want it to.
Right.
Even though you've been doing it all day.
Right.
But I've gotten pretty good now on a sportsman tree. My lights are in the 10s.
I like that.
I cut really good lights. On the pro tree, I'm about a 200.
I like when I stage when I like to stage it deep and then turn around and back up a little bit.
Yeah.
Barely stage it then. That gives you a little bit of inch or so. Right.
Yeah.
About a second or so delay.
Yeah, autos for the win is drag racing. That's for damn sure. Yep. But I don't ever drag race in an auto. Every race I've done has been in a. I don't think I've ever done a drag race in an automatic. I've always been a stick shift. Always.
Yeah,
I like suffering.
I like good automatic though.
Yeah, I do too, but I guess I like to suffer.
Because it's hard to ship a straight ship as quick as that automatic ships.
Yeah, especially the new autos. Those new autos are so quick.
Yeah.
The old ones are fast. New ones are faster.
Yep.
Especially when they've got 10 speeds to go through and they get through all 10 in a quarter mile.
Right. And then if you got a good shifter, that makes it even funner.
Yeah.
Because you can shift it as fast as you can shift it.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'll be doing. I don't think I'm going to do anything other than, figure out what the problem in my Mustang is, and hopefully it's just a clutch issue that's easily remedied. And if that's the
Right.
case, I'll have it back together and fixed in like a month, only because it's
Right.
just such a pain to get in and out of that car. Because of my
Yeah.
long tube headers, it's such a pain to get that transmission in and out.
Oh yeah, I bet. I bet. But they don't give you no room in there.
Well, it would with the regular headers, it wasn't a problem, but with the long tubes, they come in too tight to it, and
Right.
the first problem is it's hard to get the starter off. Once you get the starter off, then your issue is, especially with the clutch I have, because it's such a deep clutch, because it's a twin disc
Right.
RXT from McLeod. What's up, Sublime? You have to get it back way further than the tunnel wants to let you, because the tunnel closes in on it. You don't have the room. So
Right.
it's just a pain, especially doing it on jack stands.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I run
really
a line lock. I have line lock, but I have a one button line lock on mine. I don't have a trans brake. I have a line lock, but I only
right.
use the line lock for burnouts.
Right.
For staging, I'm hoping that it's a flat staging lane, because if it rolls forward at all, I'm screwed, because I don't keep my foot on the brake. So, and I've been in places where I had to keep my foot a little bit on the brake because it would roll if you didn't, because
Right.
it wasn't flat enough.
Yeah, I like the good straight shift.
Now
I
I'm
like
thinking,
automatic too.
now I've got for my line lock, it's a single switch on off, and I have to turn it off. As I'm thinking, if I were to add on a secondary switch to it, I could put a button on my steering wheel where I could
Right.
use the line lock at the staging lane as well. But I've never needed to so far.
Right.
Yeah, usually once I stage, it just stays where I set it. I hit the brakes, it stops, and then I just put the clutch in and hit the gas
Right.
and get up on the two step and wait for the lights to go.
Yeah.
Engine light garage. That's not. Oh, that's a helicopter, isn't it? I'm sorry. I heard that call the helicopter on just brought in, um or what was it? It's a shop where they do the things where people just bring in this horrendous cars, and somebody came in because they had a helicopter light on their dash.
Oh,
The check engine light. It looks like a helicopter,
really?
but it's got a front prop. So
Yeah, I like them good old top loader 4 speeds.
what's up, Dean? How's it going? Good top loader manual. Mine's not a top loader because it's a rear loader. It's not quite a top loader.
Yeah, I like them top loader 4 speeds.
Mm.
That's what started the 5 speed. No, the top loader 4 speed is what started it all.
Yep. Now I'm running a 6-speed. Of course, the way I run it now, I end up having to launch to keep from spinning. I launch in second gear, and I get to third gear before I hit the finish line. On an
Golly,
8 mile. That's it. I'm
yeah,
second and third. That's it. And I'm doing 120.
golly.
Yep. Hump day for you. I have to start work tomorrow on hump day.
Mm.
Luckily, it's a Wednesday, so I only have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then I got the weekend.
Yeah, I gotta spend some time with grandbaby tomorrow. I gotta go spool them.
Got to go what?
Gonna go spool them.
Spoil them.
Yeah,
Not sure where that is.
you gotta spool them rotten.
Oh, spoil them. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
spool
don't
them
do
a
that. Don't do
little
that.
bit.
I used to think about doing that, but then I decided, nah. My recovery's going. I mean, I did fine at PT today, and I have my good times and my bad times. But tomorrow's going to be fun being at work.
Holiday Monday. What's holiday? What holiday?
What holiday for Monday?
Yeah, what is it? What kind of holidays next Monday?
None that I know of.
If it ain't, I need to make one because I don't want to do nothing Monday and Tuesday next week either. It's gonna be too cold.
Hold on, what do we got here? I just got a message from Mark. Looks like he was on the news, possibly, or she was on the news.
President's Day.
President Day.
Hold on. I think
Martin Luther King's Day.
Yeah, Martin Luther King Day.
Yep, I'm celebrating that day. I won't be doing nothing Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, we have to work that day.
So he was on the news. Basically, because that, like I said, down there they don't hardly ever get tornadoes.
So it was on WDHN News, and that's his daughter there. That's Bama's daughter there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's all, you can't see it here. But WDHN News ran a story. I just got this link to me from Mark from 91 Mustang.
Yes.
The house has been there since 1996.
Yeah.
He called this morning, and even though he said it was all gone, I wasn't prepared to drive up to this.
Oh no.
My dad worked his whole life, and in one swoop, it's all gone. Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, it's sad.
The apparent tornado from Cottonwood. Well, I'd blame Cottonwood then if they sent the tornado. That sucks. Their father was not in the home at the time. He had just left 15 minutes before the damage took place. Wow.
Oh, that was close.
And my stepmom left for work, and 15 minutes before the tornado, they had left 15 minutes.
Oh.
He grabbed the dogs to leave. I'm grateful to drive out and be able to hug them. All of this can be replaced, but they can't. True?
That's right. Exactly right.
It sucks.
Yes, that's sad. Yes, sad situation right there.
Okay, here's the really sucky part. He just recently canceled his homeowner's insurance. Oh God.
There you go. Insurance went up, but 2 months ago.
Oh God, insurance has been going crazy lately. Even mine went up.
Man, ours went up from $90 a month to $170 something a month.
Mine comes out with I don't remember exactly what it is. It's just part of my mortgage payment.
Yeah, ours was our car insurance and our content insurance. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know he just recently canceled his homeowners until I read that article.
Yeah,
that sucks.
And if he didn't have the right insurance on it, it still wouldn't have covered it because it was a
Now, he has
tornado.
car insurance, but did he have car insurance on the Mustang? It didn't say. It said he had car insurance on his vehicle. But which vehicle? Or all of
Yeah.
them? I don't know. And was it full coverage? Because if it's not full coverage, it won't cover that.
No. No, they won't.
And even sometimes full coverage won't cover that.
No. No. Liability on his Mustang.
Yeah,
That's
that's just
that's sad.
it's heartbreaking to see it happen to a good guy.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he got bullied a lot by Sublime, and that was enough. He didn't need that.
No. No.
Sublime knows I'm joking. Oh, that sucks. It really does. I only have liability on most of my cars too, so
Yeah, we carried the full coverage on our Escape.
same on our Edge.
Yeah, Thunderbird, it'll be liability when they get ready to put it on there. I was actually thinking about getting garage insurance. It's cheaper.
Yeah,
It covers everything I own then.
mine's covered. Mine's attached to my house, so it has to be homeowners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we got ours. We ain't got it on our house, but we got it on content.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just sad.
Yep. Why my knee is killing me right now. I don't know why my knee is hurting so much. That's what's really pissing me off right now.
Oh, I imagine, and that.
My knee
That's
shouldn't be hurting. I didn't get operated on my knee.
right.
Not this year. That was like years ago, back in 2005.
That's almost like a toothache.
Yeah. It's one of the things with the nerves, the way they jostled them around to open them up and get it excited them and made them hurt because they're alive. They've been pinched for so long.
Yeah,
I'm just glad it didn't happen to both my legs. Yeah, I don't have his number. I probably would have talked to him earlier today too. I realized I didn't have his number. Thought I did.
they must lived out in the country.
Ooh, Wendell, Bama? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on family land. It's out in the country. It's farmland.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's sad.
Beautiful area.
Oh yeah, it's pretty out through there. When I used to go to Panama City, that's the way I'd go
Yeah.
and go
Down
the back way.
down that way to PC.
You know what I mean? Get on them back roads and you can see stuff. Instead
Yeah.
of being stuck on 231. You get on 231 going to Florida, you're gonna be there a while.
I generally don't go down that way.
Yeah, I like going on the back roads.
If I'm not in a hurry and I got plenty of time to get there, but for me that's a much longer drive.
Yeah,
I do prefer some back roads now, just to do the Sunday cruise and actually do the speed limit.
right. Yeah, I like going down there through that way, or either go 331 in Montgomery, and it's got to go straight 331 to Florida.
Yeah.
Go through them little towns down there, man. It's interesting to see stuff. Yeah, that's just sad, man.
Yeah, we was all just talking the other night. I think it was in one of my live streams where we were looking at his heater he has in in the shop because it was a really cool flame heater.
Right.
Like close to 7 feet tall.
Right.
Yeah, it was pretty neat.
Yeah, that's
That was the normal Bama, just sitting there chilling.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's gotta be heartbreaking. Pull up to what well, I can tell you what it feels like, but pull up and all your stuff's gone, your house is flattened out, your car's upside down. That's enough right there to just throw your hands in there.
Yeah, and he was in Blue's live stream last night. That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking he was on live last night for a little while.
Fort Blue Gauge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that. I mean, that's just it's unbelievable. It can happen anywhere in Alabama, buddy.
Yep. That's for sure. Happen anywhere in the world now. I mean, shit, they've been getting tornadoes up in Washington the last couple of years.
Yeah, they had a tornado out in California here a couple of weeks ago.
I know. It was down in Southern California.
Yeah, and I was like, I told my wife, I said, they don't have tornadoes out there. They have earthquakes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, it was weird. I was like, golly. See, in 19 I think it was 42, our hometown like to get wiped. Well, it almost got wiped off a map by a tornado in 1942. Man, it just demolished the whole little town, man. It took everything. Man, there's a lot of people got killed back then. And them jokers don't play. I've seen it. I've seen a tornado lift up the road up and be nothing but dirt under the pavement where the pavement used to be.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, Evans Mopar, they have what they call fire tornadoes up there.
Fire seasons, yeah.
Yeah. That's just as bad, if not worse than a tornado because you get trapped in there, there's no way out.
Yeah, fire doesn't leave anything usually other than ashes.
Right.
You can't even find anything later. It just leaves ashes. Hey, I'm gonna jump down off of there. I'm gonna stay in the chat. I'm jumping down. I'm just getting really tired.
Yeah, I'm busy to end this, and then I gotta get up early in the morning and
yeah, so do I.
And go see my grandbaby.
Chevelle. Nice find.
Oh yeah, clean fine. Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for having me up here.
Anytime, Pinks, and don't work too hard.
I will talk to you later. I'm not going to try
on the next one.
Yep.
Y'all appreciate everybody coming out. Maybe we helped them. We'll continue this and see what we can do to help. Appreciate everybody coming in. Appreciate it, Scott from Heaven's Mopar and Bear Rose and everybody else that came in. I appreciate y'all. And we'll catch y'all on the next one.